Gotta love my GP. Today I've been running around chasing after paperwork because we have to backdate everything to when the injury, this injury, first started at the beginning of last year. Because I'm self-employed, I never needed any medical certificates or anything like that. So I've had to go chasing after all that paperwork, and I also need to fill a whole lot of paperwork in for ACC, who are now dealing with it, to move forwards. So my GP was asked to fill in a medical certificate, and I had to laugh. He was filling it all in, and I wasn't really paying attention, and he was writing and saying out loud, "She had her leg cut off." So I asked him, what the heck was the question? And the question was, is the injury stable? Is it likely to get better? If not, why not? His answer did make me laugh. So yeah, he's feeling as exasperated about this as I am. I went to physio, and in physio I am now able to stand on one leg and push that platform down with my foot without holding on to anything at all, which I thought was cool. And we're doing gyro board squats as well. So my balance is getting there gradually, but a new leg with a slightly more cut out back, it gives me a whole different set of challenges, and the balance has to be adjusted again. We're also working on pushing away in sort of that direction with both legs, and that is because my right leg is weak on the pedal stroke over the top and underneath, and that is when the other leg is not able to assist, because the other leg is a piston, and usually when one is pulling, the other one would be pushing, and having my crank back at the normal length has highlighted this weakness, which means we're now going to have to work on the push. I'm going to have to work on strengthening the right glute and hamstring as well. Man, the goalposts keep changing, but I like it because it's a challenge, and people say you can't, so therefore I'm going to. Went to scar management as well. We are managing the scar on this leg. That was a result of the bypass, and some of it is still quite raised, so I've been given some new stuff to try. The dressing she put on peeled straight off immediately. That is because it's on my inner thigh, so as soon as I start walking. But she gave me some topical cream as well to try, so we will give that a go as well and see if we can flatten the scar out. Apparently if we don't get to flatten it, then it does start to tighten a bit over a time, which is not what we want. Whilst I was at my new GP's, I have this t-shirt on, and the counter's up here, and they're new. It's new, so they don't know me. And the guy was reading the t-shirt, and he goes, "What is your disability?" So I went, and he said, "Oh my goodness." He says, "How many years have you had that?" 5 months. And he couldn't believe it, because of how well I was walking and how well I'm doing and how open I am and talking about it and stuff like that. So it's really cool that people continue to remind me how well I'm doing, because sometimes it feels like a damn mountain. It really does. So I'm back on the estuary track, see how far I can get, and I have sucked it up, Buttercup, and I've got one crutch because I'm thinking it'll probably help me get further. And once I can get further with a bit of assistance, then we'll do the further without assistance. Perhaps I'm expecting too much of myself, as usual. So I'll reach the boardwalk again. I have no idea whether it's faster or not, but it was easier for sure with a crutch. I'm going to turn around and go back now, probably slower. I only stopped once to get here. See how many times I stopped to get back. So I was a wee bit slower than the last time I walked that far, but I stopped less. And yeah, that was probably about my limit. I was ready for sitting down afterwards, and it's not necessarily all the left leg. The right foot is still giving me issues as well, which apparently is quite common. Anyway, I am pretty stoked with that. And I'm going to sit down and watch TV all evening. That's what I'm going to do next, rest the leg. Something that I want you to take away from today. I did actually have said this before. I said this to the physiotherapist today. Everything that I do that is new with this left leg terrifies me. So he had me, like I say, standing on one leg, pushing that platform down, and I didn't have the thing to hold on to. Yeah, terrifies me. I said, don't go far, just stand there in case I fall. But I was fine. And just because something scares you does not mean you shouldn't do it. That's my takeaway from today.